Everyone, I've asked this question and yet I don't get an answer from the Las Vegas Stadium Authority. I've asked the council working on the project, Mark Arnold. I don't get an answer from him either. The Raiders have said that they are bringing $500 million to the table in paying for the construction of the Las Vegas Stadium. Now, that $500 million consists of $200 million in NFL G4 loans, $50 million from their own pocket, proverbially, and $250 million in PSL sales. What happens if the Raiders don't sell $250 million worth of PSLs? Let's say they only sell $200 million. Who pays the $50 million? Senate Bill 1 would seem to point to the county as essentially being stuck with that difference and having to make it up. There's no language that assigns responsibility to the Raiders, even though the Raiders have said that they would use $250 million of PSL money for stadium construction. Who pays? Who pays? The PSL Marketing Agreement also says that the Raiders can seek reimbursement for marketing expenses associated with selling personal seat license. And there's no limit placed in the language on what that would look like. So the Raiders could buy billboards around town to push PSL sales. That's expensive. The Stadium Authority would have to pay. Given that the Stadium Authority already does not have enough money coming from the hotel tax, where are they going to get that from? They would have to get it from Clark County. They would have to actually petition for a loan from Clark County. That means the general fund of Clark County. So let's put this together. We've got the possible scenario of the Raiders not selling enough personal seat licenses to equal $250 million. Let's say $200 million. Let's say $150 million. That's a $100 million gap. Since there's nothing in language sticking the Raiders with that responsibility, we can only assume by language that Clark County has to assume the difference. Someone has to pay that. So, where's that money going to come from but the Clark County General Fund? That increases Clark County's total give to the project. Presumably, it would seem that it would push it beyond the 39% limit for construction. On the other hand, with cost overruns, does the county say, well, the cost is increasing and therefore our percentage is fixed and therefore we can contribute more? Or is it truly capped at $750 million? If it's truly capped at $750 million, then someone needs to look at the documents. Does the fact that Clark County may have to put more than $750 million void the entire project? Just asking. These are the questions I keep asking. I don't get an answer to. I asked questions a year ago regarding the hotel stadium tax. Beyond that, with the exception of Guy Hobbs of Hobbs On, no one else would talk to me about the issue. And Jeremy Aguero said that I was wrong about the hotel stadium tax being too small. He said that. He laughed at me. We've got it all figured out. Okay.